Hey friends, finally we're here guys. After months of waiting, the moment we've all been waiting for has arrived. Garten of Banban 8 is finally coming and there are only 5 days left. Yes, you heard that right. In just a few days, we'll finally get our hands on the new chapter and discover all the secrets the developers have prepared for us. But wait, because something huge just happened. Faris, one of the 2 official developers of the game, has posted new official messages on Discord. These are very important messages because they confirm that big news and incredible announcements are coming very soon. In this video, we're going to analyze these messages together, one by one, and try to figure out what these secret announcements could be. There are tons of theories spreading online, and I promise you that some of them are absolutely mind-blowing. So, stay with me until the end, because today we're going to discover details that nobody has revealed yet. But before we start, hold on for a second. If you're a fan of Garten of Banban and you want to stay updated on all the official news about Chapter 8, make sure to subscribe to the channel right now and turn on the notification bell. And while you're at it, leave a big like on this video because it really helps me bring you more exclusive content like this. Alright guys, enough talking, get ready, because we're about to dive deep into these secret messages from Faris and uncover all the hidden details about the new game. Let's check out what's going on. Okay, let's start right away with Faris's first message because there's really a lot to analyze here. In this message, Faris says that he's waiting to make an important announcement. He doesn't say anything else. He doesn't explain what kind of announcement. He doesn't specify anything concrete. And obviously this has raised tons of questions in the community. But the interesting thing is that Faris isn't talking about just any announcement. From the way he wrote it, it almost feels like he's preparing something really huge. Now, there are a lot of theories. Some people think that the announcement could come today already. Others believe it will be revealed in the next few days, maybe even just moments before the release of Chapter 8. What we do know, though, is that there's a very high level of secrecy behind this message. This is not a simple routine update. And we can understand that from other details too. But this announcement will not be a new image. This detail is super important because it means the announcement could be something much bigger. And let me tell you, in the next message, the one we'll analyze shortly, there are even more interesting clues that will help us understand why this announcement won't be an image. There. Faris was a little more specific and will be able to connect all the pieces of the puzzle. For now, the only thing we can do is stay tuned. As soon as this announcement is revealed, I'll be the first to update you with all the details, so get ready because anything could happen in the next few days. Okay, now let's move on to another very important message written by Faris. And this is where things start to get really interesting. In this message, Faris officially confirms that today there won't be the usual countdown image for the 5 days remaining until the release of Chapter 8. In fact, as we know, before the release of every new chapter, their method has always been the same, releasing countdown images to build hype and keep the community in constant anticipation. To give you an idea, just a few days ago they released the 7 days left image, and before that they had released the one for 10 days remaining. A precise, consistent, almost mathematical rhythm. But today, no 5 days left image. In my opinion, the fact that there's no countdown image means that they're preparing something much bigger. The Euphoric brothers know exactly how to build anticipation, and the fact that they decided to skip a step can only mean one thing. They're preparing a major announcement that could drop by surprise. My guess is that the next countdown image won't be released right away, but instead on Monday, which would be 3 days before the release of the new chapter. This would explain why Faris wanted to clarify that there won't be anything today. They're simply increasing the suspense, creating a gap that will get the whole community talking. And if you think about it, this connects perfectly to the first message we saw earlier. Faris said that he was waiting to make an announcement. Maybe that announcement is directly linked to the next content they're about to release. It could be new detail about the story, or even brand new characters that we'll see for the very first time in Chapter 8. What's certain is that the Euphoric brothers are playing with tension, and this means that the next few days are going to be crucial. We just have to stay tuned, because at any moment, they could drop the bomb that changes everything we know about the new chapter. And now let's move on to the next message, and this time, things get really exciting. Because this message from Faris is very positive and finally brings some clarity after all the confusion of the past few days. In fact, Faris has officially confirmed that more important news will arrive soon about Chapter 8. And this, friends, is huge news. Because until now we only had small clues, cryptic messages, and a few countdown images, but nothing really concrete. Now, instead, we know for sure that new information is already ready to be released. and this means that in the next few days we should expect big surprises. As we well know, one of these news will surely be the countdown image that will come out in just a few days. Probably, as we hypothesized before, it will be published on Monday when there are only 3 days left until the chapter release. But watch out, because Faris hinted that there could be other news besides this. What could they announce? One possibility is that a new exclusive image on Steam could be published, maybe a preview of a character that we will see for the first time in Chapter 8, but that's not all. Maybe they will publish something that shows us some of the new secret areas of the game. And we have to consider a very important detail. For this 8th chapter, the Euphoric brothers have completely changed the schemes compared to previous chapters. Usually, they followed a precise strategy with regular countdown images and linear updates. But this time, instead, they are following a different scheme. This means only one thing: we can expect anything at any time. They could release new images, new teasers, new details about the plot, or reveal something completely unexpected that nobody expects. And seeing how they are handling communication, I wouldn't be surprised if they release a big surprise announcement just when there are only a few hours left until the official release. So, get ready, because the next few days will be crucial, and every little detail could hide a clue about the future of Chapter 8. And of course, as soon as this news is released, I will update you right here on the channel with all the information. Okay, now I want to make a little reflection on the countdown images, because there is really something very interesting to notice. If we look at the previous chapters, the countdown images were basically simple promotional images. Their main purpose was clear: to create hype and promote the launch of the game. In those cases, the images showed very little in terms of secrets or previews. They were more like visual reminders, just to remind us how much time was left until the release of the new chapter. Basically, they served to increase the anticipation in the community without really revealing any important detail about the story or characters. But for Chapter 8, things are completely different. This time, the countdown images are not just promotional, they are starting to show much more. And by much more, I mean tons of secrets and previews that had never been revealed in previous chapters. Every image released so far has given us small hints about what to expect, which characters will return or be introduced, and even some new environments. This leads us to think that the next countdown image, the one that will be released very soon, will be even more important. It will probably give us a new exclusive preview, something we have never seen before in Chapter 8. And considering what we know about the story and Faris' messages, it is possible that this image will reveal details connected to Flambeau, the main mascot of this new chapter. So friends, the difference compared to previous chapters is huge. We are no longer talking about simple promotional images, but about real hints about the game. Every detail in the countdown images could be essential to better understand the story, the environments, and the characters we will encounter. In short, the strategy of the Euphoric brothers has become much more sophisticated. They are slowly preparing us to discover big secrets of Chapter 8, and every new image will be an important piece of this puzzle. So keep your eyes open and be ready to catch every little hint, because these images will surely give us valuable information about what awaits us in the new chapter. Thank you so much for watching the video until the end. You are amazing. Let me know in the comments what you think about this. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell for the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.